And today I'm coming to you from the confines of my beautiful bedroom here in Waco, Texas. I'm talking to a fellow that's, we've been running a promotion to promote our artists. And the way we've been doing that is having an artist or artist of the month. And the fellow that you're looking at that's sitting here with me, his name is John Holt. How you doing, John?
Good, Top. Good to see you, sir.
Good. Where are you in Temple? Where are you?
I am in Temple currently.
Good. You look like you're, I don't know, an office building or something. But anyway, I'm just in my bedroom with all my junk. But anyway, John and his band, John Holt and the Soundwaves, are the December 2020 Artists of the Month for this month. And we've been getting this program going, so we've had a few hiccups here and there, but I think we've got it under control now, John. And I apologize to the first two people that have been on the show, and we didn't get the interview with them, but you're the first. So this is the beta test, I guess, the alpha test, right? Yeah. So, John, tell us a little bit about yourself. I know we're friends. We've known each other for a little while now. I don't know exactly how long, but we've known each other for long enough to get somewhat acquainted. But for the people out there that don't know John Holt, tell them about kind of growing up and getting into music, how you did it. How did you get into music?
Well, I first got into music, I guess, in the third grade when I took a ukulele class. And I was playing the ukulele, and I learned some ukulele standards like 5'2" and H.E. Sweet. And that actually happened to be my 2-song set that by the time I was in the 5th grade, a couple years later, my ukulele teacher used to take me around to the other classes, and I would play this little 2-song set for the other classes. And
were they duly impressed?
I think they were. You know, maybe I got somebody in, that to play the ukulele through that. You know. So
the first 2 songs you learned were "Ain't She Sweet" and what was the other one?
5'2".
5'2" and "Eyes of Blue."
Eyes of Blue. Yeah. Oh, what those 5 feet could do.
So you got into that at, what was that, about age 8? You got your ukulele?
Yeah, I got my ukulele at about 8, and I got my first guitar. My big brother had a guitar, but I got my first very own guitar at about 11, and I started playing guitar instead of ukulele. Yeah.
And I know that you play guitar very, very well, but one of the things I like that you do is finger picking. And I've always loved finger picking on the guitar. And I actually saw you playing a blues song and picking it. It was awesome. But anyway, tell us a little bit about, going through high school. I'm assuming, your life progressed just like everybody else. You got to be 18. Yep. And then I understand you, after graduating, you working a little while, doing some odd jobs and things. You went into the Army.
I did go into the Army. I did not like the seeing myself as working in the restaurants, either waiting tables or cooking for the rest of my life. So I did join the Army, and I put aside the guitar for a while. When I first went in the Army, it was just a little busy as far as performing. I still had a guitar that I picked on a little bit for my sanity. But then in 96, we were stationed in Hawaii. The Army issued me a family. I picked up a wife in 90 and a son beginning in 92. And in 96, we were stationed in Hawaii, and I got together a band. The barbershop had a little bulletin board, looking for bass player, looking for drummer. And we entered the 1996 Battle of the Bands competition there in Hawaii. And I actually, we won it. So that was a motivator and kind of got me back into the swing of writing songs, because we did all original songs that I came up with.
Yeah. Did you start writing originals before that point, or was that when you started writing?
No, I started out with the originals. I ran sound for a band in Corpus, a popular party band called Aloha Dave and the Tourists in the mid-'80s. And they would let me come up and do some songs, say on the breaks and stuff like that. So I was writing a few songs back then, and that's when I started writing songs, was when I was a teen. Mm-hmm.
Does it come to you fairly easy now, or is it more difficult, less difficult, or what?
Well, no, they come to me fairly easy. It's a matter of working them because the core of a song or the hook of a song will come to me, and then I'll just build around that. And there's some songs I've been working on for years that just I feel aren't complete yet, that are continuing.
Well, a lot of artists do that. They'll write a song and wait for years and years and years. And if they're professional, they wait for years and years and years to put it out there, and then they'll go. Everybody will freak out, and they'll say, "Oh, well, I wrote that 12 years ago."
Right. Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, that's how it happens sometimes. Songwriting has never come easy for me. I didn't really start writing tunes until about I don't know. It's been about 10 years ago, and I'm still not happy with the finished product. But you just have to keep working it till you hone your craft till you get it where you want it.
That's right.
So I understand that you ended up actually in Colorado, right? Carson, Colorado.
Yeah, Colorado. Fort Carson was my last duty station in the Army before I moved back to Texas to be a contractor. But the funny thing is, with all the Texas Music Cafe, taping that we did recently, that I saw some of the first Texas Music Cafe episodes from Colorado Springs there on their PBS station back in 98, 99.
Yeah. Did you see yourself out there in the audience somewhere?
I could see myself. I saw myself doing Texas Music Cafe someday, and sure enough, 20 something years later, here we are.
Yeah. We just did several people were involved in this that they're affiliated with MACT or members, and we opened this up to. This is just a members only thing because we want to promote our members. That's what they pay dues for, and that's what we promote and. Live music, and so we're going to do that. Where of course none of us are playing right now. Nothing's going on.
Right.
It's even gotten worse.
Right.
But I guess we're just going to have to ride this out. Which brings me to another point. Tell me about your band now. You started in 2019, right?
Summer 2019. My youngest son and my oldest son Matt, who we'd been doing he plays bass, and we've been doing a duo for 12 years or so.
Right.
The projects come and go. This one felt really good, and I wanted to put a band together with some original tunes, and my son supported me on that. And so I teamed up with T. Aguilar at a Waco, extraordinary artist, both visually and audio artist type thing.
T, by the way, an amazing artist and guitarist.
Yes, he is. And he's the one that designed our logo, our band logo.
Yeah.
And so I wanted to do everything right, get a brand and the whole bit. And so we were going to make our 2020 debut in March at the St. Patty's Day concert that was going on in Temple at O'Brien's.
Yeah.
And we were just fired up. We were feeling tight. We were going to share the bill with a lot of bands that are doing stuff right now. You know what I mean? There was Dustin Brown, Lily and the Implements, Taylor Branch and the Lone Star Ramblers, and
amazing guy.
Yeah, and Dirty Echoes was actually headlining that show, and that would have been their debut show here at O'Brien's in Temple. And the night before the gig, it was canceled because of the COVID, the pandemic, and so we were real disappointed. But what we did was we took our original set that we were going to do for that show, and we took it into the studio there at DRS Studios in Waco with Steve Roses. Mm-hmm. We laid that down. So that's our EP. So we have that EP available now, the Soundwaves, but we still haven't played in 2020.
Wow. Yeah. It's been a while for us too. And I really miss it. I like to play, but I also really enjoy going and watch other people play and supporting them because, we need to do that as musicians. If I wasn't gigging, I was at somebody else's gig.
Right.
If our band wasn't playing, then I'd try to make a point of support somebody else because It's very important we do that. And that's why MACT is around, the Music Association of Central Texas, because that's what we do. We want to support each other. It's very, very important we do that and be very humble about doing that. And
I'm always that way myself.
Don't fight. Settle down.
Yeah. Go ahead, Todd. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's all right. But anyway, so you got yourself and your son and two sons, right?
Yes, I've got three sons total. One
Yeah.
was going to be the sound guy and kind of photographer if we ever do
Good.
get a show. And my oldest plays bass and my youngest plays keyboard and vocals.
Yeah. Well, I'm really looking forward to hearing you with well, of course, I've heard you with a live band, but not live. I've heard you. John was kind enough to give me an EP that they recorded, and I will tell you, it's very, very good. If you can get a hold of a copy somehow, if you run into John, I'm sure he's got those.
Absolutely.
But I will tell you, it's very, very good. It's very, very unique music. I'll say unique. It's not like a regular four-piece band. I mean, they put out some sounds that I don't know how they're doing it. I'm still looking at it, but I'm kind of getting ahead of myself a little bit because I wrote an article about John that's going to be on our website, mactx.org. And John and his band being Artist of the Month, I wrote an article about them. And I mentioned about the song Optawave. Now, John and I have talked about this song quite a bit, but I'm going to tell you that that song, do you know what an Optawave is, John?
Yes, it's a wave of optimism.
Yes, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. I didn't know that's what it was. I was fumbling and trying to figure out what that exactly that meant, and I figured it out this morning. It just hit me right between it's so obvious.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's a great tune. I love that tune. I'm still on that tune. If you get the CD, listen to that one first. I don't care how I know John arranged them like he wants them, but listen to that song first, Optawave. And listen for John out there playing when things lift up, and John's playing up in this area. He's playing down in Temple. You can go down to Temple. You're based in Temple, right, John?
I am based in Temple, but before before this COVID, we were spending a lot of time in Waco. We were going out and participating in MACT events as well. Which kind of drew me to Waco, but then meeting the T. Aguilars of the world, watching Dirty Echoes, John and May, a lot of the musicians that played some of the same events that we did for MACT. That was it was great to get into that scene. I could tell how vibrant it was up there. And then Waco got that music-friendly community deal not too long ago. And so we look forward to playing in Waco as well once that opens back up.
Well, Waco looks forward to you playing up here, John. And once again, I'd like to congratulate John and his band on winning the Artist of the Month for December 2020. We recognize John and his band is, having excellent in performance. And if you're at one of his shows or you see John, go up and introduce yourself to him. He can maybe tell you an interesting story about David Zaitchik.
Oh, right? Absolutely. I've done many shows with David Zaitchik and got to experience what a crowd draw is when I played with David. Because hardly anybody knew who John Holt was, but with David Zaitchik on stage with us, people came out of the woodwork. Yep.
Yeah, your wanted poster wasn't up on the wall yet.
Yeah, exactly.
I knew who you were. Well, John, thanks for your time and your patience with us doing this. It's really good to talk to you, as always, and best of luck to you. I know your band is riding that wave of optimism.
Absolutely.
And keep doing that because what you're doing is really, really good stuff, John.
Thanks, Top. And thanks to the Music Association of Central Texas. Appreciate you.
You're welcome. Good to see you, John. We'll see you soon.
You too, Top. Take care now.
All right. Bye.